Good morning, and welcome to the University of Southern California's new student convocation. This is another first for all of us, online convocation 2020, broadcast around the world. To share reflections on the meaning of this special moment with us is our Dean of Religious Life, Varun Soni.
We gather today to celebrate New Student Convocation, one of the most significant rituals in American higher education, and one of the most sacred events of the Trojan liturgical year. In so many important ways, today marks the culmination of a long journey of achievement, creativity, and possibility. And yet, despite the joy and exhilaration of this milestone, it's impossible to not also feel the heaviness of this moment and the pain of not being together right now. How do we reconcile this interplay of shadow and light that defines our lives? How do we make sense of the profound thoughts and the intense emotions we're experiencing right now? 6 weeks ago, we got some much needed insight about these questions from the great American singer and songwriter, Bob Dylan, who continued his extraordinary 21st century musical run with the release of yet another masterpiece album, Rough and Rowdy Ways. In his new song, I Contain Multitudes, Bob Dylan invokes his fellow poet-prophet Walt Whitman, who wrote, "Do I contradict myself? Very well then, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes." Or as Bob Dylan puts it, I'm a man of contradictions. I'm a man of many moods. I contain multitudes. We all contain multitudes, especially right now. We all spill over with many moods and contradictions. We all feel the full range of human emotions on a daily basis. We all wrestle with the confusion and anxiety that emerges from the uncertainty of this moment. And yet, at the same time, we are all inspired by the transformation of consciousness all around us and by our exciting new beginnings and new awakenings. New Trojans, as you navigate your place and way at the University of Southern California and as you encounter and interrogate the multitudes that make you who you are, may you remember the words and wisdom of Bob Dylan. I go right to the edge. I go right to the end. I go right where all things lost are made good again. May the University of Southern California be your place where all things lost are made good again. And may you fully embrace the multitudes of relationships, perspectives, and experiences that will define and animate your time here. And as you begin your new journey, may you go with peace and prosperity. May you go with blessing and inspiration. May you forever fight on. And may we all say together, Amen. And now it is my great privilege to introduce Madeline Liu, student at the Thornton School of Music, for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Dean Soni, and thank you, Madeline, for that beautiful performance. Congratulations, students. You're about to begin your USC journey, and it will last your entire life. And parents, you are now a part of our Trojan family, too. I know the pandemic looms large right now, but it won't define you or your USC experience, and it sure won't hold you back, because our entire university is focused squarely on your future. As always, your health and well-being are our top priorities. We also must abide by county and state regulations, so we've had to postpone face-to-face interactions this term. But the day will come sooner than we know, and our campus will burst back into life once again. In my first weeks as president of USC, my husband and I took a hike in Griffith Park, and we witnessed the gorgeous wildflower superbloom of 2019. It was a breathtaking riot of colors, reds, yellows, purples. And that superbloom reminds me of you. And when we're all back, we'll bloom together again and draw inspiration from the energy, the passion, and commitment each of you carries in your hearts. For 140 years, USC students have blazed new trails, made exciting discoveries, created glorious works of art, founded businesses, fought for justice and equality, and built a better world for all. All that continues today. In fact, right now, many of our people are searching for treatments for COVID-19 and serving communities impacted by the pandemic. Yesterday, Space News reported a great story about how USC information science students are building satellites that will be used by Lockheed Martin's SmartSat program as a critical part of 4 upcoming space missions. How cool is that? You're going to make your mark as well, because what you bring to USC is exactly what the world needs right now. We need your passion for equality and opportunity, your dedication to sustainability, your embrace of technology, your commitment to hard work, and your ambition to achieve excellence. We also need your fresh perspectives and your fearlessness, your calls to make society fairer, to create a bright future for everyone, and to question the status quo. But we don't teach the answers here. We teach you how to find answers for yourselves. And in the course of finding them, exciting new opportunities, unimagined ones, will open up for you. What a moment this is, a time of great change. And for a creative learning community, that is fuel. It's driving us to find new ways of working together, to collaborate at warp speed. We're transforming the way we learn and communicate. USC has always been a hotbed of technology-driven innovation and creativity in the sciences and medicine, in business, education, engineering, in arts, and in culture. And what flows from this can be literally life-changing. For example, the USC Institute for Creative Technologies, which is an interdisciplinary team of computer scientists, psychologists, and students, is using virtual reality and simulated human characters to develop a new tool to support the mental health of people dealing with COVID-19. How we teach, share critical perspectives, and listen also are changing. And you're going to be a part of that change, whether it's by learning to perform online, to harmonize across computers, to conduct experiments and critiques virtually, to network and acquire skills for a different work world that lies ahead. Now, I'd like to talk a bit about you, our entering classes. You're amazing achievers. You're smart and accomplished. Many of you have overcome personal challenges to come here. And you are inspiring for me and for all your fellow Trojans. You're among the more than 60,000 talented high school seniors and nearly 9,000 transfer students who applied for admission. That's among the largest 3 pools in our history. In the class of 2024, we have more than 3,600 first-year enrollment commitments, and we are delighted by your videos, your tweets, and your Facebook postings. You've set some records, too. You have the highest average high school GPA of any entering class in USC history. 21% of you are first-gen college students, which is another record. That's a 57% increase over last year's class. The entering first-year undergraduate class includes nearly 1,100 underrepresented minority students, 490 international students, And about 550 of you have a relative who attended USC. 41% of you come from California, and a quarter of you are from the greater LA area. Now, you attended more than 2,000 U.S. high schools, and you represent every state, plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, American Samoa, and the Northern Mariana Islands. Exciting. You're citizens of 56 countries, including the United States. I know it's been a particularly stressful time for our international students and our DACA students, and I want to recognize their courage and steadfastness in the face of many difficulties. We'll do all we can to help you have full access to your education at USC. Now, of course, behind these amazing statistics are your individual compelling stories. One student from Los Angeles was on the honor roll for all 4 years of high school and excelled at athletics. He also balanced significant challenges at home, including a parent's serious illness and bouts of homelessness. Working hard became second nature to me, he wrote in his application, because that was my escape. Another student finished high school in 3 years with perfect A's. In her essay, she poignantly compared the bigotry she's experienced as a woman of color to the religious intolerance many people experience across the world. And she wrote, "I have overcome situations I thought I never could." Our transfer students are extraordinary as well. There are more than 1,500 of you coming from more than 300 colleges. You too have an outstanding GPA. Your average age is 21, and the most senior among you is 58. 2/3 of you are transferring from other California colleges, but the rest of you attended institutions in 30 other states and 6 other countries. 56% of you are transferring from a community college, and 29% of you are first generation. More than 450 of you are underrepresented minority students, and this year, more than 40 U.S. military veterans are also in the transfer class. One of them talked about being stationed in a remote base where he saw much different life than the one he knew growing up. In rural America, he wrote, "I realized how fractured we are as a society." Another student is joining cinematic arts and hopes to be involved in the Women in Cinematic Arts and African American Cinema Society. And lifelong learners, take note. This student is returning to finish her degree 35 years later after a very successful career in the entertainment industry. I too was a transfer student. I went from Santa Barbara City College to UC Santa Barbara. There, I discovered my passion for science, for discovery, and for the environment. The interplay between humans and nature and the need to sustain our planet gave me purpose, and that purpose still drives me as a scientist, a university president, and a human. My education changed my future, and this is what I want for all of you too. Now, based on my many years as a professor, I have a few bits of advice to help you make the most of your time at USC. First, get to know your professors, and the sooner the better. They will challenge you, nurture you, and they'll help you succeed. And it's easy to connect with them online. Our faculty includes Nobel laureates, National Medal winners, MacArthur Genius Grant recipients, and it includes the people who are going to lead the changes we haven't yet imagined. They take their role as mentors very seriously. Just last week, I learned about a student at the Thornton School of Music who had a fascinating idea to enhance the concert experience while social distancing. She was put in touch with several of our visual music faculty who are going to help her pitch her idea and potentially see it through to development. The late Professor David Andrus worked closely with Golden Globe and Emmy-winning actress America Ferrera during her time as a USC student. He wanted me to understand, she says, that my passion for acting and what I loved doing in the world had the power to be a tool. Second, have respect for others and lead with kindness and gratitude. Get to know each other. Share your knowledge, your experience, your hopes, and your fears. listen and learn from each other. Be that person who's known for being interested in others. The poet Maya Angelou famously said that the people you meet will never forget how you made them feel. You can make people feel appreciated and respected and loved. You can also do more. You can invest them with hope. We saw this last March when the COVID-19 crisis first hit, causing so much suffering across our campus and the LA area. Hundreds of USC students stepped up to help, volunteering in food banks, reaching out to homeless, assisting Keck medical personnel, and offering a shoulder to lean on. They restored hope to so many. Third, use your time here at USC to dream, and dream big. You're in the perfect place to experiment, to shift gears and change course, to keep asking, why not? USC is where big dreams are nurtured and incubated, and where dreams can become impactful, even world-changing achievements. Astronaut Neil Armstrong, who received his master's in aerospace engineering at USC 50 years ago, said the important achievement of the moon mission was demonstrating that, and I quote, "Humanity is not forever chained to this planet. Our opportunities are unlimited." Well, he was right, and your opportunities are unlimited. And as he proved, the sky is no longer the limit. Today, USC students are pushing the envelope in so many cutting-edge fields like advanced robotics, artificial intelligence, health justice, and gaming. From this moment on, you are part of the legendary Trojan family, more than 430,000 strong. Now, I'd like to turn things over to our Vice President for Student Affairs, Winston Crisp, who will introduce some of the students who have joined our celebration today. Winston?
Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to introduce two student leaders with special words for our incoming USC students. Representing our undergraduate student government today is Gabe Savage, who serves as Speaker of the Senate. Gabe is a senior at Dornsife, double majoring in narrative studies and philosophy, politics, and law. He's been a leader and an advocate for students since he arrived at USC. He and his colleagues continue to work hard at giving undergraduates a voice on our campuses. Also joining us today is our graduate student government president, Melissa Osborne. Melissa is working toward her PhD in molecular biology at Dornsife, and she holds bachelor's and master's degrees from Viterbi. Her research focuses on the intersection of engineering and microbiology, and she is excited to help build a more sustainable future. Melissa brings a similar passion to her work for USC's graduate and professional students. Gabe and Melissa would both like to share their greetings with our new students. I do hope you enjoy them.
Hello, newest members of the Trojan family. My name is Gabe Savage. This is my senior year, and I feel ridiculous in this regalia. It's funny because I remember loving the regalia when I was a first year at my convocation, which somehow feels like both yesterday and several lifetimes ago. Provided a sense of grandeur during a very eventful time in my life. I had such an appreciation for the pomp and circumstance, and I loved the USG president's speech at the time. He spoke about some of the essential life lessons he learned while he was at USC, and how his intense desire to learn fueled him through his 3 years here. I remember watching and fantasizing about the life lessons I would share when I gave my speech at convocation. I fantasized about a time when I could give advice as he did, and a time when I would have all the answers. So here I am. But I look around the world that we live in and I realize I actually have no answers. Somehow over the past few years, our world has managed to become more bewildering, more divisive, and more dangerous. I look at the regalia that gave me such comfort 3 years ago and think, don't you know what's going on? How can we have pomp and circumstance when a global pandemic has killed hundreds of thousands of people, when unemployment is still at an all-time high, when Black Americans face fatal consequences for doing things like wearing a hoodie at night, watching birds in Central Park, selling cigarettes, sleeping in their own bed. Until very recently, I found myself angry and frustrated with the lack of answers that were seemingly promised to me. But then I realized I misunderstood my convocation 3 years ago. A love for learning does not equate to a love for answers, but rather a love for questions. Questions that stretch and challenge us, those that make us doubt ourselves, test our convictions, and strengthen us as a result. This regalia, its purpose is not to provide pomp and circumstance, but to symbolize this university's values. One of them is to make your enrollment at this university an event unto itself. It upholds a tradition of prizing new students at this school. It reminds us of what we value, the free exchange of ideas and confronting challenging and sensitive situations with empathy, passion, and vigor. Who better to lead this charge than new students? After all, you're the future of this world. You're the solution to the problems that continue to hamper our progress. Tradition does not bind us to an old way of thinking. It grounds us while we find a new way of thinking. So this regalia comforts me in the idea that you, new Trojans, will leave this university ready to make a difference in the world. And that you'll make that difference not by spouting easy answers, but by asking better and harder questions. Thank you for your time, and as always, fight on.
Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Osborne and I'm the President for Graduate Student Government. On behalf of our entire leadership team, congratulations on getting into USC and welcome to the Trojan family. I know that this is a strange time to be starting a new academic path, but we invite you to embrace this virtual format and connect with students whom otherwise you might not have interacted with. There have been a lot of changes both in our local community and across the nation, and our student organizations and our student leaders have been more active than ever in connecting with USC leadership and making sure that USC is the best that it can be. So while you pursue your higher education, I encourage you to connect with students in your department and across the university and explore this wonderful community that we have. Being a graduate student at USC has been a great journey of personal growth for me, and I wish you all the same experience as you pursue your scholarship. So once again, congratulations and welcome to USC. I hope to see you around campus soon. Fight on.
Thank you, Gabe and Melissa, for your heartfelt remarks. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Rosie Rush, a senior at the USC Thornton School of Music. Rosie is a talented singer-songwriter who grew up in Anchorage, Alaska. She draws upon classic and modern influences in creating her own music, which combines diverse genres such as folk, funk, and jazz. We're excited to hear her perform today as she continues to share her love of music at Thornton and beyond. She'll perform her own original song, Time Moves On, accompanied by Thornton senior Spencer Lemon on guitar. I understand that Rosie would like to dedicate this performance to her late friend Sig Decker, who helped give the song its title, and who tragically passed away in a car accident recently. Our hearts go out to Sig's family and friends, and we are so moved by Rosie's touching gesture. Ladies and gentlemen, Rosie Rush and Spencer Lemon.
I'm gonna sing strong with all the air in my lungs. Who's listening? I think to myself, then I shrug. I'm gonna dance, feel the earth under my feet. chance, take my hand and move with me. Look here, follow me, show me all that you can be. Don't look back, we're pushing on. It's time to learn that time moves on. Time moves on. And as we sway, let all of your worries float away. Day by day, you got so many reasons to stay. Oh, look here, follow me, show me all that you can be. Don't look back, we're pushing on. It's time to learn that time moves on. Oh, time moves on. Ooh, oh, what made you smile? You look so free, almost in slow motion. The way you move your body naturally. Stay for a while, look at you grow. And I know you're gonna let yourself be wild. You're gonna wanna run for miles, 'cause I know all you need to do is let go. Just let go. Just let go. I'm gonna live with each little step by step. And forgive myself for all the mistakes I have left. Oh, look here, follow me, show me all that you can be. Don't look back, we're pushing on. It's time to learn that time moves on. Time moves on. Oh, keep your head up. Oh, no. Oh, keep your head up.
Rosie and Spencer, what a moving performance. Rosie, you wrote such a beautiful song, and it was a wonderful tribute to Sig. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to welcome back one of our recent USC graduates, David Moreno. I have always loved meeting recent graduates. Their college experience is fresh in their minds, and they have a wonderful perspective of what it's like to be a student and what it's like to go out into the world after graduation. David graduated from USC in 2016 with a BA in political science. During his time on campus, he worked alongside local leaders to help his neighbors and his classmates become more passionate about politics. He's working hard to help build better communities as an advocate for improving California's social and physical infrastructure. Not too long ago, though, he was in your shoes. David is one of the many remarkable Trojan alumni, and his story shows how the knowledge you gain here can help you discover new and rewarding paths in life. I hope his words this morning inspire you as you begin your own USC journey. Without further ado, here's David Moreno.
Hello, and welcome to the incoming students. My name is David Moreno, and I am the current chair-elect of the USC Young Alumni Council. Congratulations on starting your journey to continue your education here at USC. When I started my own USC journey 8 years ago as a political science major, I found myself excited, but also nervous. I was excited for the chance to attend one of the top-tier educational institutions in the world as a first-generation Latino student. I was nervous because I feared I wouldn't live up to my own standards for success, but I was reminded that years of hard work, perseverance, and determination brought me to this incredible school. All the time I spent working toward achieving my goal of going to college, something instilled in me by my hardworking parents and the educators I was lucky to call my teachers and advisors, finally brought me to the doorstep of opportunity. I am fortunate to have benefited from many of the opportunities USC presented me as a student. Through the knowledge and growth I experienced from each one, whether it was learning political theory and comparative politics from our esteemed faculty, representing Dornsife as a student ambassador, gaining hands-on experience through a variety of internships, or serving my peers as a member of student government, I always found a way to explore my interests, nurture my creativity, and expand my life perspectives. As an alumnus, I now have the opportunity to offer my insights on outreach strategies for young alumni engagement and to provide strategic counsel to my college's alumni relations team, strengthening my connection to the university. USC also provided me the tools, knowledge, and experiences needed to be successful in my career. So here is my advice to all of you entering USC today. You will find many opportunities here throughout your time spent as a student, and I encourage you to take advantage not of every opportunity presented to you, but of every opportunity that allows you to explore your passions and fulfill your dreams. The education you gain here will serve as a tool for you to change and positively influence the world around you. No one but you can take away your quest for success or thirst for knowledge, and I hope you hold yourself accountable to the standards you have set for yourself. When things get tough or you find yourself struggling, seek out the resources and systems set in place to support you along your journey. Tell a friend, meet with your advisor, seek out a counselor, but no matter what you do to keep yourself upright, always remember that you deserve to be here. This journey is yours, but you never have to go through it alone because you are now a member of the Trojan family, and family always has your back. Congratulations once again, and fight on.
Thank you for sharing your experience, David. I look forward to seeing you in person soon. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Chip Zukowski.
Thank you, Carol, and welcome to all our newest Trojans. I'm so delighted to be with you today as you begin your journey here at USC. It's now my honor to introduce an acclaimed member of USC's faculty, Professor Allison Trope. Professor Trope has been a teacher and mentor at our Annenberg School for more than 2 decades. She is a renowned expert on communication and media literacy, and her work illuminates the ways our society is influenced by our culture. She is also the founder and director of the Critical Media Project, an innovative curriculum that helps students across the country understand how popular media shapes the way they see the world. When you hear her speak, you will understand immediately why she is so highly respected by her colleagues and so beloved by her students. Professor Trope.
I'm here today on behalf of our faculty to welcome you to USC. This is not a typical convocation, and perhaps not a typical convocation speech. Very little is typical right now, as we're all no doubt aware. Over the last several months, we've all received emails that open with a particular frame. These are unprecedented times. Synonyms abound, of course. These times are also unparalleled, unusual, aberrant, downright strange. Due to the overuse of some of these terms, there are even articles that have popped up offering alternatives to express this popular sentiment. At the Annenberg School, where we focus on the study of communication and journalism, we talk a lot about media and news frames. where they come from, how we can make them visible, and how we can question them. Framing, of course, is a way of seeing, but it's also a way of presenting and a way of knowing and understanding. It can show our biases and the way we hold on to social, cultural, and political norms, how we often follow in the path of what's been done before, the path of least resistance. Borrowing from Antonio Gramsci, an Italian Marxist who critiqued the hegemonic structures of 1930s fascism, we can understand how powerful frames can be, how we often accept what is presented to us as common sense, rather than asking, does this make good sense? Why am I following along? Why am I taking what is presented to me at face value? So today, I want to ask that we collectively pivot, that we start this school year asking, what makes good sense? And by extension, in the words of the late great Congressman John Lewis, how can we make good trouble? Part of your education, no matter your level or field, is to develop critical thinking. This is also part of what Gramsci called for, to develop a kind of awakening or consciousness, a greater awareness of those common sense frames and our collusion with them. This kind of learning never stops. It's a muscle that continually needs to be exercised. So as you begin your journey here at USC, even in this largely unprecedented online environment, I encourage you to embrace critical thinking, applying it to institutions, from media to politics to healthcare, but also to yourselves. As we've learned this summer, from the handling of COVID-19 to Black Lives Matter protests, too often we turn away from questioning and reflection until we are forced to deal with problems that have been long ignored, hidden, or downplayed by our collective social frames. As faculty, one of our jobs is to challenge and encourage you to engage and take stock of what has been framed as common sense. This will be uncomfortable, yet this kind of discomfort is key to education and growth. At the same time, we faculty are not all-knowing, and USC, like all institutions, is not beyond reproach. All of us, faculty, students, and administrators alike, need to engage in self-reflection, to question our frames and be questioned by you, our students. Over the last few months, students, alums, even faculty and staff have taken this kind of questioning to heart on sites like Black at USC, Affordable USC, USC Accountability. Their powerful testimonies have asked us all to question the common sense ways of our Trojan family and our USC culture. As we welcome you to USC, we hope that you too will take advantage of and contribute to this unprecedented time, to ask questions, to hold our institutions accountable to find solutions. Unprecedented doesn't have to be empty empathy speak. We can turn obstacles and frustration and anger into opportunities. If we're going to use this now cliche qualifier, unprecedented, let's make the most of it. Let's be unprecedented in the way we talk to one another, understand one another, have empathy for one another, and fight on with one another. Good luck this year, and fight on.
Thank you, Professor Trope, for those wonderful remarks. Good sense and good trouble. Next, I'd like to introduce a group of tributes from the deans of our schools. When our deans come together, they remind us of the remarkable diversity and breadth of our curriculum and in our incoming class of students. They each have a special greeting for the students joining their respective schools today. We'll start with Amber Miller, Dean of the USC Dornsife School of Letters, Arts, and Sciences.
It is my great pleasure to welcome our students joining the USC Dornsife College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences. You have made the ambitious choice to follow your curiosity and to study what you love. Your experience will celebrate your creativity and develop your unique talents. By integrating diverse forms of knowledge, you will forge your own educational path, one that will prepare you to succeed not in one career, but in every career. Congratulations and welcome to the Trojan family.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the USC Libraries, I am delighted to welcome all of you, every new student in every school and every department, to our vibrant intellectual and creative community. We look forward to helping you learn more about yourselves and the world in our vast library collections of human knowledge and ingenuity. I wish you many exciting discoveries to come. Fight on.
It's my honor to welcome our new students to the Roski School of Art and Design. As you push the boundaries of your creativity and express your vision of the world, unique works of art will emerge from your imagination. I'm certain that your creations will reflect the beauty and the complexity of the world in which we live. To the class of 2024, welcome to the Trojan family.
I'm delighted to welcome the outrageously talented students joining the Thornton School of Music. You form an ensemble that will journey into the depths of the human spirit from prelude to postlude. Using the instruments of your talent and imagination, you'll create the music that will accompany our lives, and you'll give us new melodies to enrich our world. Bravo, new students, and welcome to the Trojan family.
I want to extend a warm welcome and heartfelt congratulations to the Keck School of Medicine's newest students. Today, you join an exceptionally vibrant community, a place of dynamic activity in patient care, scientific innovation, medical and bioscience education, and community service. As we stand at the crossroads of new eras in healthcare and biomedical research, your drive and compassion will help others lead happier, healthier lives. Welcome to the Trojan family.
It brings me great joy to welcome all our new students to the Trojan family. As you come with your energy and your ideas, I present the Gould School of Law as an institution that stands for justice. Together, we can cultivate ethical values based on principles of equity and excellence, and strengthen our communities through our commitment to fairness and equality for all people. To all our new Trojans, welcome to USC, and fight on.
Good morning, and greetings to the incoming students at the Herman Ostrow School of Dentistry. We're excited for you to join a community dedicated to providing patients with world-class care in the fields of oral and craniofacial health, occupational science and occupational therapy, and biokinesiology and physical therapy. With your extraordinary intellect and profound compassion, you'll help us bolster the foundations of wellness in our communities. Congratulations, and welcome to the Trojan family.
It is my privilege to salute the phenomenal students joining the USC School of Pharmacy today. Over the course of your time at USC, you will shape your future careers as pioneers in pharmacy practice, drug development, and pharmaceutical science. And in our rapidly changing healthcare environment, you will help redefine the role of pharmacists and pharmaceutical scientists in public health and transform the lives of the patients everywhere. Welcome to the Trojan family.
I would like to give a heartfelt welcome to all our new students at the Viterbi School of Engineering. At USC Viterbi, you will learn the skills and the knowledge, and you will develop the mindsets to invent the future by developing incredible new human-centric technologies and designing new solutions to the world's challenges. In doing so, you will reach your fullest potential as the builders of the future. And in the process, you will inspire us all with your spirit of innovation. Join us to engineer a better world for all humanity. Welcome to the Trojan family, and fight on.
Good morning. My name is Dean Pedro Noguera, and I'm honored to represent the Rossier School of Education on this wonderful day. Our students and faculty are dedicated educational leaders who strive to make a difference in society while becoming mentors to future generations. We see that same spirit in the class of 2024, and I hope positive change guides you in the classroom, our community, and beyond. To all of our new USC students, welcome to the Trojan family. Fight on.
As we celebrate our newest class of USC students, I'm pleased to welcome the amazing and diverse class joining our School of Architecture. You are the builders who will conceive of empowering spaces, structures, landscapes, and environments. Through rigorous study and practice, you'll also rise to address pressing social challenges, while learning how to preserve cultural histories for generations to come. Cheers to you, students, and welcome to the Trojan family.
I'm delighted to welcome the newest class of students at USC's Marshall School of Business. You have a special role to play in redefining the rapid and ever-changing face of global business. By harnessing the principles of healthy competition, teamwork, and creativity, you'll strengthen markets all around the world and forge new economic paths with integrity and resolve. We can't wait to see what you'll achieve. Welcome to USC.
On behalf of the Suzanne Dvorak Peck School of Social Work, I'm pleased to welcome all of the students beginning their USC journeys today. There's a long history of service at our school, and you'll find our students and faculty in nearly every social institution, working to improve the well-being of others. We know you'll show the same compassion as you open your hearts to new experiences and new opportunities to serve. Welcome to the Trojan family.
I'm so pleased to welcome the students joining the USC School of Cinematic Arts today. You're here because of your tremendous promise as media scholars and media creators, as artists, as storytellers, as game makers, and pioneers of new forms of cultural expression. You will articulate the power of media to shape society and bring your unique perspectives to the screens of the world. Welcome to the Trojan family. Congratulations.
I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the newest members of the Price School of Public Policy and to all of our ROTC students. You're an exceptional group of leaders dedicated in service to all humankind. At USC, you'll become change makers who reach across boundaries to design innovative solutions to pressing policy and governance issues, making a difference in communities worldwide. Welcome to the Trojan family, and fight on.
Today, it's my privilege to welcome our new students at the USC School of Dramatic Arts. You'll use your talent and courage as artists to breathe life into the characters and stories you create. Through your work, you'll open new paths of understanding, make contributions to your craft, and show us the many faces of our shared humanity. We wish you all the best and welcome you to the Trojan family.
Good morning and a very special Trojan welcome to the incoming class of the Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism. I am delighted to greet such a spirited and committed group of students. Your passion for global communication will drive the continued transformation of our world as you help keep us informed, inspired, and connected in ways we can only imagine. To the class of 2024, welcome to the Trojan family.
It gives me great joy to welcome the newest students of the Leonard Davis School of Gerontology. During your time at USC, you'll develop the foresight and the wisdom to understand how an aging population will affect virtually every aspect of our society. Together, you'll use your compassion and creativity to provide new approaches to successful aging and deepen our understanding of human health across the lifespan. Welcome to the Trojan family, and fight on.
Today, it is my pleasure to salute all of the students joining the Leventhal School of Accounting. You are prepared to master the language of commerce, and you'll work diligently to develop the skills that remain essential to the functioning of our global economy. Through careful analysis of financial information, you'll learn to help organizations everywhere and bring prosperity to people across the globe. Congratulations on your first steps as a Trojan, and welcome to USC.
What an honor it is to welcome the talented class of students joining the Kaufman School of Dance. Today, you join a company of artists dedicated to expressing themselves in ways that words cannot. As you learn how to transcend differences in languages and culture through the lexicon of movement, I know you'll capture all of our imaginations with your athleticism, your creativity, and your grace. Welcome to the Trojan family.
It's my pleasure to welcome the newest cohort of innovators to the USC Iovine and Young Academy. You are a unique group of students who will examine our present and reimagine our future. Through advancing groundbreaking ideas, enterprises, and creative endeavors, you will embrace technology as informed by culture and invention as guided by the heart. We can't wait to see your dreams take flight. Welcome to the Trojan family.
Good morning and greetings from the USC Bovard College. We are a diverse community of learners, from established professionals seeking career advancement to talented students working toward academic success. As we celebrate all the new members of our Trojan family, we give a special salute to the many Bovard scholars and USC Summer Program graduates joining us today. We wish you the best as you pursue your passions with a determined Trojan spirit. Welcome to USC and fight on.
Thank you to all our deans for their warm welcomes. It makes me so excited to think about all the things that are taking place in our different schools. I want to conclude our ceremony today by remembering someone who devoted his life to fighting for freedom, for justice, and for a better America for all. Many of us watched the moving tributes last week for the late Congressman and civil rights hero, John Lewis. We were reminded of the legacy he left and the unfinished business still before us. On the 50th anniversary of the Civil Rights Act, he said, "We all need to do our part, push and pull together to make a difference in our society." In challenging times, like what Lewis lived through in the 50s and 60s and what we're all experiencing right now, it isn't easy to heed those words, but they are more relevant and urgent than ever. I think you understand this perhaps better than most. You've already demonstrated through your words and your deeds your commitment to making a difference in society. You must also use your time here to learn what it means to be part of a community, to accept as your responsibility to be a neighbor, a friend, a voice for reason in service to others. There are many wonderful examples of this spirit of service among our students, and let me just tell you about one. Recently, as part of a class assignment, several USC students created a tool to help refugees learn new skills to prepare them for life after resettlement. They traveled to the largest refugee camp in Europe and interviewed residents about their needs. They then developed a smartphone app that would teach important life skills through videos and interactive lessons. The app, called Key Learning, is available right now on Google Play. Yet, even beyond serving others, by becoming a member of our community, you are taking on the responsibility to be responsible, to hold the highest ethical and academic standards, and to follow rules designed to protect not only your own health and safety, but the health and safety of the broader USC and LA community. Equally important, you are also expected to treat each other with respect, both physically and verbally, even as you face each other across great divides of experience, opinion, politics, religion, and culture. Our job while you're here at USC is to help equip you to achieve grand goals like these, to push and pull together, and to build our future as one community. It will take courage, perseverance, and conviction, and our job starts right now. Today, you begin your exciting journey, and we're filled with anticipation and hope for things that you'll achieve for yourselves and, most importantly, for others. Please join me now officially as Trojans to say, fight on.
our home, my dear. It's up to you. Fight on, you rosy, fight on for victory.
Thank you. It is great to hear our band play Fight On. Finally, I want to close in gratitude by thanking all the parents, the faculty, the mentors, the staff, the donors, and everyone else who has touched our students' lives in one way or another. You all make it possible for us to be part of this extraordinary place we call USC. We owe so much to so many. And students, you'll pay this back by achieving your promise and also building opportunities for others. We end our ceremony with our alma mater, performed by Nate Owen, a master's student at our Thornton School of Music. He'll be accompanied once again by our fabulous Trojan Marching Band. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all of you. Stay strong, and I can't wait to see you in person soon. Fight on.
All hail to Alma Mater, to thy glory we sing. All